What's up, y'all? I was just scrolling through Dr. Yaba Blaze Instagram stories and saw some complete white nonsense happening over there, some just rotten tomato whiteness happening. And then someone shared about it, and it raised a thought in me that I'm going to talk through right now in real time, because it's how whiteness shows up, how whiteness shows up as the victim after creating the harm. And so really quickly, what happened is if you are on Yaba's page, Fayawada, every Friday she does a judgment-free zone, hilarious videos, very black. Like you probably, there's a bunch of shit you're not gonna get if you're not black, because it's black culture. But she had this influx of white followers from the Pass the Mic event. Either way it goes, there was one in which there was a guy sitting in the front seat, and these two people was in the back seat duking it out. And a white woman, and y'all, in the caption said, "This is 2020." A white woman posted in the comments, something to the effect of like, do we have to condone violence or something like that? And then reported Yaba's post. Instagram, being the racist trap house it is, deletes Yaba's post. Because whiteness is the bully, right? Whiteness has the ability to dictate the standards of operation in every single space, and has the power to enforce it. That is racism. So when people are like, oh, this is why reverse racism is a lie, right? Because I might have a feeling about what to enforce. I might have a feeling about the standards of decorum in a space, but I do not have the institutional power to make you acquiesce to my beliefs. You have to choose to. You have to choose. I could tell you, take your shoes off when you come in my house. And you could come in my house and be like, I'm not taking off my motherfucking shoes. And I could call the police on you, and I could get shot. That's how white supremacist delusion operates on a systemic level, right? So there's no such thing as reverse racism, because black people don't have the institutional power to enforce their whim and will upon white people. Whereas white people absolutely have the institutional power to show up on Yaba Blaze's personal page, say they don't like something, tell Instagram. Instagram is like, right, lady, you are absolutely correct, white woman. We will take it down, right? So that's point number one, that white supremacist delusion shows up in the space of racism, as we call racism, in the ability to enforce not just your dislike or your prejudice or your hatred or these sorts of things these coded words that we use that are very inflammatory, but your world view on everyone else. That's called hegemony. The ability to inflict your world view on all people, and to use the power of the state to do so, right? And the state's entities, which corporations are states entities, right? We knew that when Citizens United came out in the Supreme Court, right? So here's the deal. Not only did this woman do this, somebody checked her, she got found out, and then she wanted absolution, which she wants to call, I wanted to apologize. But apologies and absolution are different things. Absolution is, I want to be made clean of my transgression. And I want you, person who was transgressed, to clear me of my transgression. Absolution is an agenda for the person who caused harm. It's not actually about the person who was harmed, right? An apology is supposedly for the person who caused harm. I want to be accountable to the harm that I caused you. Absolution is, I want you to clear me of the guilt that I have to be with as a result of causing you harm. Do you hear the distinction? Right? So then when Yaba was not interested in, Yaba blocked her. Right? Be blessed. Be blocked, be blessed. With T's on the end. Yaba blocks her. She then publicly posts her apology and then emails it to Yaba. Like, so, and then of course, when all of Yaba's community is like, Pumpkins, you're about to get snatched up, right? Then it's Yaba's community is bullying this white woman. Bullying is demanding that Black people forgive you. Bullying is demanding absolution where an apology should be. Because an apology leaves me as the person who was harmed, understanding that we all harm and have been harmed, but it does not expect anything from me. It is an offering. It is an emotional and spiritual offering of restitution. It's not an expectation. So as soon as she posted that publicly and didn't get her absolution, then she proceeded to demand her absolution inside of Yaba's digital space, private, like not even public facing digital space. And then when didn't receive that, then it's now y'all bullying me. No, you're the bully. You are the bully. You are the bully because you think that Black people owe you forgiveness. That Black people owe you anything. Nothing. You are owed nothing. I feel like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. You get nothing. You drink fizzy lifting drinks. You get nothing. The point of the matter is that white supremacist delusion will have you thinking, will have you masking right action with wrong motive. And that is why you have to actually get inside yourself. What is it that I'm feeling right now? I'm feeling guilt and shame. What would my responsibility be for working through my own guilt and shame? Because what she wanted was Yaba to clear her guilt and shame. And that's why white supremacist delusion wants Black people to clear the guilt and shame of the history of white supremacist delusion. And we can't do it. It's not possible. Because it's your own spiritual wound. Nobody else can heal it for you but you. And so you have to notice where you're looking for absolution rather than offering apology. Because sometimes, I learned this in 12-step programs, sometimes the most considerate amends is to leave people the fuck alone. Sometimes the best amends you can give somebody is to actually just leave them the fuck alone. And so if you are unable to just sit with you and you're like, I have to reach out, I have to get them to forgive me, you're not looking for forgiveness. You're not looking to make an apology. You're looking for absolution. And that's some remnants of some, 18th century, violent Christian theology, right? Stop. Because it's a form of white supremacist delusion, and it's violent. It's so violent. It's like, I harmed you and now I'm going to demand more things from you so that I feel better for the harm I caused you. Stop. Stop. Be with you. Be with you. Be with yourself. Be in the community with people who love you, who can hold you in that way. It is utterly inappropriate to ask Black people to. What's the difference between absolution and an apology? Be with it.